Hello, darlings. Thank you for tuning in to Living Out Loud with Loretta, the podcast. I'm your host, Loretta Nkwacha. Now, like many of you, I'm a parent, I have friends, a life partner, I work in my home, I work outside my home, I have a social life. Well, I try to. It's hard to balance all of this and fit in some me time without feeling guilty. It's hard, but not impossible. Each week, listen to parents from all walks of life as they share their stories of the pursuit of equilibrium, that beautiful thing we call balance. And just for fun, I'll end each episode with something that helps me maintain some balance, a live performance of songs that bring me joy. If you love music too, then that's another thing we have in common. So make a request in the comments below and we can enjoy the song together on a future episode, all while listening and learning what my guests have figured out. A balancing act that works for them so that they can still live their life out loud. Hello, darlings, and welcome to Living Out Loud with Loretta, episode 9. My guest today was an absolute joy to speak to. I literally have been waiting, I think about 2 years to speak to her. She was introduced to me and I to her through a mutual friend of ours, Miss Linda Lynn, the person I call the Latina Barbie. Anyway, Miss Sophia May is a British-born singer, songwriter. In fact, she was born in Lewisham, which is about 20 minutes away from where I grew up in London. She then moved to Bristol and has lived her life there. She is a singer, she is a songwriter. She has had, 4 or 5 top US billboard dance hits. Songs like I Can't Help Myself, Another Day, Come Back, and songs in commercials, advertisements. I love that. I was quite interested in how that process works, as a singer, as a songwriter. How do you get your song into an advert, into a commercial, on TV or on radio? Anyway, I loved hearing about her journey and how she is now a single mother raising a now 12-year-old with some health problems, and how she balances it all, and is now basically fully encompassed in her career again, which is wonderful. And she has a new single out right now called The Moment. If we were in clubs again, yes, I still go to clubs. Not currently because we are obviously under the threat of COVID-19. But yeah, I love going and, shaking what my mama gave me. Anyway, it's exactly the type of song that I would dance to. Like literally, I wouldn't say I kick off my heels because I love being in my heels. But her music is exactly the type of music that I would go out and dance to. And the type of music that we have dance parties to here in my house. Anyway, Sophia May, it literally was too much fun talking to you. And I cannot wait until we can do that face to face with a glass in our hands and a cold bottle in the... Anyway, please meet Sophia May, and we are recording. Good evening, Miss Gorgeous, otherwise known as Sophia May. Welcome to the Living Out Loud with Loretta podcast.
I am so excited. I've been looking forward to this all week.
Darling, I've been looking forward to this probably for 2 years or a year and a half, even before I had a podcast. Do you know what I mean? Because we were introduced by our mutual friend, Miss Linda Lynn.
Oh, I love her. Love her.
Love, love, love. So I'm so excited that you are staying up extra late. Well, not really extra late, but you're in England, right?
No, it's early. It's 10 o'clock.
Listen, by 10 o'clock here, with all this homeschooling and everything, at 9 o'clock, I'm like this.
I know. I'm just saying, this is late for me. But
you know what I mean? There's no clubs to go to. We're not going out to bars. We're not going out to do anything. So there's nothing to keep me awake.
There's nothing to get dressed for.
Except for this, right?
Exactly. That's why I'm excited.
Yay! Right. So before we proceed, do you have an adult beverage with you?
A very adult drink.
Yes. Okay. So we have to cheers to love, to life, to music,
Cheers.
to fashion, to health, to champagne.
To love.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do love my champs.
I do as well. Special occasions.
Is every day a special occasion?
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes, not every day.
Do you know what I mean? In this pandemic, however, you are a parent, as I am, so we have to kind of curtail the amount of champagne we're drinking. But I want to start from the beginning.
Yes.
Miss Sophia May, you are a singer, you are a mother, you are a British beauty. So, I'm in New York, you're in London. Are you in London?
I'm in Bristol.
You're in Bristol. Okay.
Bristol is about 2 hours from London.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I was literally going to ask you, because I'm the most rubbish person with geography. I was going to say it's up north.
No, southwest.
Near Brighton.
Southwest. No. Kind of in between London and Devon.
Devon. Oh, okay. It means nothing to me, but I know that Devon is beautiful.
I've probably got that wrong.
What, really? Oh, no. Don't say that. No. You know it all. It's all right. No, you're right. You're right. Yeah, you're totally right. Can I compliment you on your name as well? My daughter's name is Sophie, and you are Sophia.
I am Sophia, but growing up, everyone called me Sophie. So like all my old school friends would call me Sophie.
Interesting.
Those that know me really, really well would call me Sophie, even though my birth name is Sophia. Yeah.
What do you prefer?
Do you know, because I used to hate the name Sophia. I used to hate it. Yeah.
Why?
And then I chose it for my music. So it just sounded a little bit more fancy.
So you do love it now?
Yeah, I'm so used to it now. Yeah, everyone calls me Sophia now. Like my old school friends call me Sophie still, but yeah.
Ooh, both names are beautiful.
Thank you. Well, your daughter's name's beautiful.
Thank you. Okay. I don't want to keep you. I literally want to talk to you like for 12 hours. Okay. So, Miss Fabulous, Gorgeous, how did you get into singing? You are a billboard selling dance artist, basically. You have a ton of hits that have hit the Billboard, the US Billboard charts, which is interesting because obviously being a British artist, so you have done that you've been able to do that crossover. How did you achieve that? When did you start? How, like, I need to hear from the very beginning. What hour were you born?
Do you know what? I don't even know what hour I was born. I was born on November the 5th. So over here is bonfire night. So I came in with a bang. It's all the fireworks. So my birthday's in a couple of weeks' time. Okay. And so I never saw myself as a singer. Never. My sister actually, I don't know, like I enjoyed singing, you know, like most people do, like singing in the shower and things like that. But I didn't see myself as a singer really. And then I did, when I was about 15, I did a singing contest, which my sister forced me to do at the time. And I won. And then from there, I just sort of had different managers, worked with different people, and it just kind of went from there. And then a friend of mine, Chris, who is also known as Bellatrix, who I had the #1 with, he just asked me if I'd be up for giving a house track a go. And yeah, like the rest is history. It went to #1 and it just boomed. And I just had my daughter at the time, and all of a sudden I was flying to America 2-3 times a month sometimes. So yeah.
Okay, so how did you handle that? So just going back to the not the professional life thing, the singer thing, but how did Mummy Sophia handle all of a sudden you've got this enormously successful track and now you've got this young baby? How did you handle that?
Do you know what it feels like? It honestly, because you know I'm quite old now, but it honestly feels.
No, if you're
Yeah,
under the
I
age
am.
of 70, you are not old.
Yeah.
Are you under 70?
Yeah, just yeah, I yeah, yeah, I don't know. You know, well, you know how it is as a mum. You just kind of you just get on with it, and
Yeah.
I didn't used to travel with her because I would fly to America on a Friday or something and be home on the Monday. So I'd go and do a show somewhere, and then next thing you know, I'm back home again. So it was a bit of a whirlwind, really. All of a sudden, I was sort of so just living a normal life and having a baby. And I wrote music, but I wrote kind of a lot of R&B stuff. My headphone keeps falling out.
That's all right.
Tiny ears. um,
Sophia May, tiny
with tiny
ears.
ears. I can't even hear myself sing. And I literally, yeah, it was a whirlwind. I would travel a lot. I was suddenly on stage in front of thousands of people and performing with some of the greatest people at the time, like Lady Gaga and Cyndi Lauper, Michelle Williams. I was sort of standing backstage with these people going, my song's number one? What's going on? So it was bizarre actually.
Now, at the time, were you swept up with it all? You know how you hear the stories of, oh, I became suddenly famous or had a big hit song or big hit movie or whatever, and you get kind of swept up in the whole whirlwind of it all. Did you have both of your feet planted on the ground, or were you like?
Do you know, I genuinely, and I always say this, I think being a mum first before this happened just kept me so grounded. What I would like to say, I've always been how I am now. Like, I'm still the same person. I've always been the same person. I never got caught up in the kind of the you know, drinking too much, drugs, whatever, because of my work history and stuff. So I was really fortunate to come in the way that I did, I think, because I saw a lot of people kind of going down different routes, and I was always just myself. And I think that's what's kept my career going for so long, because I've kept really good contacts with people, and like I network well with people, I get on with people. Hopefully Linda would tell you the same. But yeah, it's kind of
You
like,
do. You have that personality, which is just like you're bubbly. Let's say nice. You're bubbly, but you're kind of very receptive to other human beings. You're a kind person. Do you know what I mean? You're fun. You're
yeah.
obviously being beautiful does help. You know, so people are gonna be drawn to you. But the fact that you have a good personality, and then just and you're just kind of down to earth. That's the thing that people are going to
Yeah,
be drawn to.
yeah. And I was traveling a lot on my own, so
Right.
it was nice to kind of meet new people. And I've made so many friends that I'm still friends with now. And like, you know, I'd do shows and stuff, and I'd always have, like, I can go to America now and get shown around places with people that I've met, and people were just really lovely. The people were really lovely. A lot of the gay community were into I Can't Help Myself. So, you know, being in San Francisco, I just loved it. I had such fun. I embraced all of it, considering it came so quick, and just, yeah, everything happened in a bit of a whirlwind, really.
So did you ever consider moving out to or trying to move out to America?
Do you know, I lived in New York for a year. Yeah, I lived in New York for a year. Yeah, I was writing for 50 Cent's label, and one of the artists there, Leah Sunshine. And
Okay.
yeah, so it was like, that was fun. It was great. But my daughter's health and stuff was deteriorating, and I couldn't stay.
Okay.
And I
Yeah.
didn't want to stay. I wanted to be back with my family and stuff. So yeah, so I didn't stay. But I never really planned to stay long term. I just kind of
Okay.
went to do what I needed to do and then come back.
Okay. So just getting a little bit into your daughter, and she's
Yeah,
12, right?
she's 12. Yeah,
Okay. So tell
yeah.
me, Mummy, tell me a little bit about your daughter.
So her name's Tia, because it means princess in Greek, I believe. Or
Oh,
someone told me that, so I was like, yeah, great name. Sounds about right. I'm sure she'll be a princess. She's my child.
listen, she's a princess
Yeah,
regardless.
she is definitely a princess. um So she was born with a partial chromosome deletion. So she has some learning difficulties and she had some health problems like epilepsy. And so her health has been tricky to manage over the years, but we're on top of it. And she's just like the loveliest girl. She really is. Her heart is so pure. She's just the kindest thing. Never had a temper tantrum, nothing like that.
Are you serious?
Cheers to that.
Oh my God, cheers.
No temper tantrums ever.
I was going to say, how did you get away with that? That is like, what? At the age of 12, never had a temper tantrum. My one had her first one at 2 years old.
Oh.
How? How did that happen? How?
I don't know. I'm just blessed. I think she's been a dream. It's not been easy for her. But yeah, she's tough. She's tough.
So so her toughness, do you think, does it come more from you or from, I'm not going to ask about daddy, because I'm guessing daddy is not in the picture?
Yeah, I mean, he's in the picture. Yeah, we're not together, but yeah.
I know.
But she gets her sass probably from, I'd say, like, her auntie.
Will her auntie agree?
Her auntie or her mum's friends. I don't know. She's got that little bit of sass, but she's just lovely. She's really kind. I think she gets her kindness from me, if I'm honest.
Yes. I was going to say that's definitely a trait that comes from you. So how is having a lot of positive qualities and a lot of positive personality traits, does that help you, do you think, cope with being pretty much a single mother better? And a single mother to a child that has, sort of health situations as well. Does that help you become or deal with single motherhood better, do you think?
Yeah. I mean, any single mom, that you do what you have to do, and it sometimes it's kind of easier because your rules apply, and so everything can be a little bit calmer, can't it? Because I don't know your situation, but everything's kind of been mine and her way, really.
Yeah, no, I am married. I am, well, no, I mean, no, I want to hear full answers, because I'm very, I'm not just very nosy, but I'm also, I'm an open book myself, but I'm very interested in the whole, because my mother was a single mother for much of her, not adult life, but, well, yes, adult life, I guess, because my father was very, very abusive. It took my mother a long time to finally leave him, and she was the mother of 5 children. So when she finally left him, that fear that must have sunk in her. She's passed away in 2006. But me now, becoming a mother 10 years ago, it always makes me sad, because I'm not able to speak to her and say, hey, how did you handle this? How did you, as a woman on your own, raising 5 children, or ages from, sort of, the oldest now is maybe 50 something, the youngest is 40. So, a lot of children, but still managing somehow. She bought the home we lived in, it was a 4-bedroom home. And do you know London at all? Do you know Peckham?
Yeah. I was born in Lewisham, which is not far.
No!
I was born in Lewisham. I don't tell anyone. No, I'm joking. I love Lewisham. For my
audience,
my family. I love it.
Okay, for my audience, Lewisham is literally, 20 minutes away from the Old Kent Road,
isn't it?
Basically, yes. My sister, who at the time was a Metropolitan Police officer and then a sergeant.
Oh, wow.
She was based in Lewisham for quite a while.
Wow.
Yes.
I was born in Lewisham Hospital.
Oh my gosh! So when did you move to Bristol? What's that story?
Oh, my dad was diagnosed with cancer.
Oh, well, that's
cancer. He was diagnosed when I know. I was like 2, I think. I was very young. We were very young, me and my sister. And then I think they kind of moved out of London because they're out of the big smoke into the countryside. So, have you heard of Glastonbury Festival?
Well, Helen, remember, I am British. Much of my audience, I think, is American, but I think everyone has kind of heard of Glastonbury because it's one of those big. It's like Coachella type of thing, right? One, isn't it?
Yeah. So I grew up right near there in a little place called Street, where Clark's shoes come from.
Oh, not the shoes I wear, but oh.
All I know is that whenever my family in Jamaica used to call me, they used to say, "You're gonna bring me some Clark shoes." They loved it over there. I think they even made
Really?
songs about it. Yeah.
Really? Wow. I mean,
Yeah.
they're comfortable, right? They're good, like,
Yeah, they are.
right?
They're a good they're a good fit.
Yeah.
But being young and being forced to wear them, I wasn't too happy then because the style wasn't great back then. I think now it's changed a lot, but yeah.
I think it's gotten a lot sexier now, but back in the day,
I know,
I
right?
think we're in the same age range. So I think back then, the rectangular shoes were not the thing to wear, right?
No, no, no. But yeah, so we moved down there. And Dad said that he beat cancer because he wanted to see us grow up. I mean, he was told he wasn't going to survive it, and he did, and he's still around now. So, from the age of 2, 3 to, I won't say the age, but
It's all
late
right.
30s.
It's fine. Yeah, well, then we are definitely not in the same age bracket then. If you're just late 30s, girl. Shaolin self-defense centers in West Babylon are reopening with new strict guidelines. Face masks and social distancing are a top priority. Arrive dressed, your temperature is taken, and you're given some sanitizer. Parents, drop-off is at the front door. The classes will be live streamed via a special link which is given to you, so you can safely observe your child during their 45-minute socially distanced class from the comfort of your car. Virtual classes are on offer as well as outdoor private lessons. Health and safety are top priority, so the mats and the bags are sprayed with disinfectant machines. Use code Loretta and pay $60 for 6 weeks of classes, and they'll throw in a uniform or some boxing gloves. Shaolin Self-Defense Centers, training all students in the martial arts for life.
I decided to buy here because I was like, get out of the country and get into the city when I was about 21.
Okay, so you left the country to go and do the city life thing, which I think every human should do, like in your early 20s or whatever, you should experience and have that
Yeah,
life, you know what I mean? And then I guess
yeah.
when you have children or whatever, I mean, not everyone goes for it, but I certainly was that one who was like, yeah, okay, if we're going to have children, I want to bugger off to the suburbs or whatever. I want space. I want to be able to breathe the air. I want to see trees. I want to plant things. You know what I mean? So does your daughter prefer being in Bristol, which is more kind of suburban, I guess, if we're going to compare it to New York, or would she prefer to be in the big city at
I
12?
think yeah, no, because she's in control of things. I think she's just such a generally happy child. I don't think she'd care where it was. Yeah, she's happy. I've got a nice sized garden and stuff she can run around in now, and that was kind of the dream, is just to be able to put her in a comfortable position and make sure she's kind of set. I want her to be able to be independent and everything, but I wanted to make sure that she doesn't have to worry too much.
Okay, so how do we handle, considering it's Friday night, how do we handle dating?
Dating?
Yeah.
Oh, dating. That's a tricky one. I don't have a lot of time for it. That's the answer. So anyone who I do date, I'm making the time.
Right. And do they understand that? Because
Yeah, and I think actually, I think if you pick the right people, they would understand if you're busy, wouldn't they? And they wouldn't give you a hard time for that. So, yeah.
And if it's like, because in your head or in the back of your mind, do you know that you have to kind of balance your life somehow? So obviously your daughter comes first, then your career, right? And then just keeping yourself, because I noticed just going from your social media. So you recently did like a like a keto challenge, is that right? Like a keto eating differently, whatever.
Yeah.
Talk to me about this, please, because most of my audience, including myself, are going through quarantine 99, not even 15 anymore. This is the quarantine. Help.
I started it so last November, so nearly a year I've been doing this. Yeah, I just decided, like, I don't know, it was about looking after myself. I had a messy divorce, and it was like I just wanted to look after me for a minute. And yeah, my friend was doing it, and she said, well, I saw her, she looked amazing, and then she just told me she was doing keto, and she told me how to do it, and I was like, do you know what, one day I was just like, yeah, let me do it, and that's what I did, and a year later I'm still doing it.
All right, so for my audience, please explain what exactly, because I think a lot of people
what
have
it is.
heard keto. Yeah, what is it?
Yeah, so it's basically high fats, high protein, low carbs. So you can have like 50 grams of carbs per day. I just eat lots of protein and high fats and all the things that they tell you shouldn't eat. I eat and I still lose weight.
Explain.
So because I spoke to my doctor about it, I had my mum saying, oh, you're going to do your kidneys in, and so I spoke to the doctor, and they did like some tests and stuff anyway, but the doctor said, I'm not worried about your tests, because actually more people should be eating less carbs than we actually do. So yeah, I mean, I eat a lot of meat. I cook with like full olive oil.
Hold on, you cook with olive oil? Isn't there somewhere where they say olive oil is not supposed to get to a certain temperature, so you're supposed to not cook with it, just dress your food with it?
Different diets say different things, don't they?
Right.
All I know is I feel a lot healthier. I started this diet more so because when I was reading up on it, and then my friend had said about doing it, and I didn't even realize that she was doing it, but all I knew is she was looking great. But it's supposed to help with epilepsy as well, and obviously my daughter has epilepsy. I was hoping, I'd spoken to her neurologist, and he had said that this is a diet that people are doing to control epilepsy without having to take medication. So I thought, well, if I do it myself, then later on I'll know exactly what to do if she decides that that's the way she wants to go. Pretty sure she doesn't want to go that way at the moment, too much vegetables and salad, but one day she might decide that that's the route that she would like to take, so it helps for that reason as well. Yeah.
Okay, so
but it's a good diet. I wouldn't say I'm a spokesperson for keto. I'm not saying I do it completely by the book, but it's definitely changed my...
Oh yeah, I was going to say I see the before and after with you. Do you know what I mean? It's very, very, you can see the change. So have you combined it with, for instance, does it have to be combined with no or low alcohol? Does it have to be combined with no sugars? For instance, like honey, I consider honey is a sugar. Honey is a staple for me with my cups of tea. I have 1 cup of tea a day, and I have to have honey in it.
Yeah.
But like, it's something like that. Is that not a good thing?
No, you can't have the sugars. Yeah. And that's a hard thing to cut out. But once it's gone, you don't crave the sugar at all. So, yeah, you won't be able to have honey, unfortunately.
Bollocks.
You're just going to have to be sweet enough all by yourself.
Oh, well, I'll try, won't I? I mean, Okay.
It's one of those things where if you stick to it and you get to a certain point, you don't look back anyway. Yeah.
I mean, how were you eating? How were you eating before? Yeah, exactly. There you go. So how were you eating before? Were you like, with McDonald's every day, or chips and whatever? Sorry, in America, chips for us in England are fries, but like big chunky, chip. I call them chip shop chips.
Yeah.
My mouth is watering now thinking about them.
I know, right? Yeah, KFC. No, I mean, the thing about me is I've always been like, I'm not a massive chocolate eater and stuff. I've never really been a massive sweet or chocolate eater. My thing is that my portion sizes were big, and I ate a lot of carbs in like things like pasta, potato, those sorts of things. So it was hard for me to cut those things out because I do love a jacket potato.
Oh my gosh. Okay, jacket potato audience, American audience.
Cheers to that.
I'm sorry, I'm drooling on my microphone right now. I'm so sorry. But a jacket potato is a baked potato. And what did you used to load it up with? Just like let me just
cheese,
like fantasize.
Cheese and tuna.
Oh my gosh,
cheese and tuna. Cheese and tuna mayonnaise, yeah.
Any
yeah.
baked
or
beans
cheese and
anywhere?
beans. Yeah,
baked
cheese
beans,
and beans.
right?
I'll tell you one of the things that annoyed me about when I was living in America is that their breakfast does not have baked beans. What is that all about? How can you have a breakfast without baked beans? What is that about? It doesn't make sense. It made me not eat breakfast.
I'm going to cry with my eyes.
You can have pancakes with syrup that you would put on, your pudding in your evening meal, but no baked beans with breakfast. What is that about? It used to drive me bonkers.
It's not breakfast without baked beans, right?
But everybody would literally be like, oh, you'd have baked beans with... What is breakfast without baked beans?
I'm going to fall off.
This is rubbish. I like the crispy bacon though, I'm not going to lie. It's not really bacon though, is it? It's just, but I like it.
Okay, so you see now, crispy bacon is one thing that I was not used to. I didn't, and I made big breakfast with French toast and all this business. I was so excited, and he was like, "What's with the floppy bacon?" I was like, "What do you mean? I thought bacon is supposed to be cooked." He's like, "No, I like it crispy." I was like,
I really like crispy bacon, but American bacon is not just crispy; it's like charcoal, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't eat it.
It's like it's stiff,
right? You break it off and it's falling off the plate.
Oh gosh! Now I'm dreaming of baked beans on breakfast.
Oh my gosh!
That's it. I'll be off the keto diet by tomorrow.
No! They'll all blame me. Okay, let's pretend this didn't happen. Let me hypnotize you. It did not happen. This conversation did not happen. Let's rewind. Anyway, Bristol. Okay. Let's talk about some music. I don't want to keep you all night. I literally could talk to you all bloody night.
It's fine.
All right. So talk to me about the new single.
The moment. Yeah, it's really exciting.
How did it come about?
I work on a project with I met someone through a friend. It was arranged to meet him in Amsterdam at ADE, and we got talking and we connected. And I started writing top lines for the company, and then this song was picked up.
Hold on. What do you mean by top lines?
Like just writing like hooks and writing songs with a keyboard. So my friend Liam Calloway, who is a phenomenal keyboard player, he plays like he's one of those people that can just pick up an instrument and he's amazing at it. Like wow. He plays in church and stuff. He's phenomenal. So I wanted to get him involved because he's a local talent, and he plays the keys. I write a song, and then we sort of send it off, and it gets picked up. And Rene Rodriguez picked up the song, and it's just doing so well so quickly. It's really cool. So I'm really excited to be back.
With 33,000 downloads, is that right?
Yeah, day 4, day 5.
Which to me sounds pretty phenomenal. What's the song? Give me the premise of the song. What's it? I mean, the moment, which I think can encapsulate a lot of things or a lot of areas of just life. But tell me what your interpretation is of this song.
Well, it was kind of just sort of written, and like you like someone, you enjoy their time, you enjoy their company. Why are you waiting? Just like seize the moment,
Right, because time waits for no one. Time waits for no one.
But I will bring this up with you because I should. There was a little bit of a hiccup with the lyrical video, because I was going to go and do a video. Yeah. Obviously, coronavirus meant that couldn't happen. So we ended up doing like a lyrical video where the lyrics come up. But one of the words is wrong on it, and it comes across in the wrong way. It's been making me laugh all week, to be honest, and I've let it go. But as a songwriter, it's not what I wrote. So
can you tell us what it is? What's the word?
I can, but
percent?
it just sounds a bit rude. The actual is. Can I?
Yes.
Is this a late night thing?
Darling, we can fucking bloody all we like. Or bloody fuck all we like. Oh, minute, hold on.
I wasn't going to go that far.
That's a different show.
That's the 12 p.m. show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
12 a.m. There we go.
Oh, wait, that's the one.
So the lyric says, "The night's over, but I don't want to leave. Turn the lights lower and then come over here." But on the lyrical video, it says, "The night's over, but I don't want to leave. Turn the lights lower and then come over me."
Personally, that's actually where I prefer it.
Well, my mum did say maybe that's why the song's doing so well.
Hello, come
it's
over
the
me.
X-rated version. But it's fine. It is what it is. It's like I love the song, and I love the people that I'm working with on it, and yeah, it's just like it's doing really well. I'm really pleased. It's helping in a lot of the other things that I'm involved in. So I'm also the ambassador for Mindfulness Support Service, which is a service against domestic abuse and domestic violence. So it's for survivors of, and it's kind of mindfulness support for that. So it's
say the name again. Say the name of the
Mindfulness Support Service.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd love to put the information in the show notes.
Of course.
For sure.
I'll send it to you. Yeah.
And is that something that's happening in the UK, or is it crossed over? Is it happening?
Yeah, it's in the
UK.
Well? It's in the UK at the moment, but you never know.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a really important cause, and I feel strongly about it. So I wanted to be involved.
How did you get involved with them?
I was asked to, and at the time I was asked to do a lot of different things, but I wanted something that would be important for me. So yeah, that was the one that I chose. Yeah.
Wow. And then what does your daughter think about Mummy and what Mummy's doing?
My daughter thinks that Mummy's quite irritating. She puts her fingers in her ears when I sing. There's some of my older songs she'll get involved in, but I do know when a song's really good because she'll actually sort of be excited as well. But generally, she's just, "Oh, Mum!"
Oh, is it?
That's not
the
Gain. This song again. Yeah, I get a lot of that. Yeah, she used to be my number one fan, and I don't know what happened. I guess she got bored of it.
Well, no, hold on, because I think it's a bit of it's a cyclical thing, because I think they start being your number one fan, then they go through the phase of just kind of, they're too cool for everything, and then they come back and they're your best friend.
Oh yeah, she'll be my best friend when we're touring around the place, I'm sure.
No, but I mean age-wise, because I mean 12, that's preteens, and just everything is annoying.
Yeah,
isn't it?
It is. Because sometimes when she's neglecting me, I say to myself, I didn't talk to my mum for about 7-8 years, so it's all right. I was a moody teenager myself.
There
so
you
go. I'll allow that.
Exactly. And just because you understand it, right? And just be like, okay, if you're going to give her maybe 7 years, and then she'll be back and you'll be like cuddling on the bed, playing her all your music, singing loudly in her ear.
Oh, I do that. We make up songs. We'll just randomly have melodies and sing whatever we want. Time to go to bed.
She's like, no, I don't think so.
That's exactly how it goes. That is exactly how it goes. I love those times with her though. Those are the fun times,
Oh my gosh.
We do laugh together a lot.
So this is beautiful motherhood. Do you think you've got a hang of it? Because I think some parents, but mothers in particular, there are some that still, even years on, just still kind of think, oh, I don't know if I'm doing a good job. I don't know. How would you rate yourself and your life as a mother? What would you think? What would you say?
Well, we always question ourselves, don't we, as mums? And we always think, oh, maybe we could do better, or we could have spent more time doing certain things. I think you just do the best you can, and I don't think that mums should feel guilty or bad if their intentions are right and they're trying, you know.
How do you achieve that though? Because I mean, how would you tell if it was a friend or if it was me or whatever? It was like, listen, every day I wake up feeling guilty because I'm not spending enough time, or I don't have enough patience, or I don't know enough, or whatever. How would you be able to impart some of that? Because you're dealing not just with a 12-year-old, but a 12-year-old with health issues. So that's an added thing, and you're doing it, pretty much kind of on your own. So how, and
Yeah,
a career, a full career. So how do you achieve that?
I see how happy she is, and I know that I've done well. She's happy. She's a content child. She's learning. She's growing. She's developing. And I think the main thing is to talk to your children, isn't it? Spend time and talk to them. Is there anything that you'd like to do that we're not doing? That sort of stuff. I don't want her to be spoiled. That's one thing I don't want. I don't want her to be a spoiled child, and I don't spoil her. I treat her like I would treat any other child, regardless of her learning difficulties, and she's developed probably because of that. So I don't really
So
know. I mean, every situation, every parent, every circumstance is different, but I think, if your intentions are right and you want your child to have a good future and your heart's in it, then they will, because they get all of that from you. It's not always straightforward, it's not always simple, but we do our best.
that's the thing. I think as parents, or maybe more so mothers or mothers to daughters, striving to be perfect, especially in this day and
Yeah,
age
you'll
when
never be
we,
perfect.
that's it,
What is perfect? Because
that's it.
perfect to some people, the child can end up being, really, really spoiled and
Yeah.
not understanding of others. Like, my daughter cares so much about people. She's just like, she's the most loving child. She really is. So
It's
whatever's happening is happening right. That's how
exactly,
that's how
it's,
I see it anyway.
yes, no,
Cheers.
I totally agree. I love the fact she's beating me. I love it. Just cheers. I love that you
And my
cheers to
daughter's smiling.
everything.
Cheers.
My daughter's in bed. Cheers. My daughter's my daughter. Cheers.
Oh dear, we could do that all night, couldn't we?
Darling, the minute we can travel, listen, if you come to New York, I swear, we need to, okay, maybe that's a conversation for after the podcast. But anyway, so I don't keep you forever.
But yeah, that's a yes. The
Okay,
answer is
so
yes.
thank you. That's all I need to know. Okay, good. Okay, bye. Not really. No, but seriously, the whole. Let me try and get professional. Back to my professional. But that whole plight that a lot of parents have, a lot of mothers have. I love that it's like, it's not about perfection. It's about the communication aspect that you say, like, talk to your daughter. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You might be, if you have a younger child, maybe you can't converse with them, but the fact is you shouldn't strive for perfect, because perfection doesn't exist. It's about keeping the communication open, doing the best you can,
Yeah.
having the best intentions.
Yeah, you
Right.
don't have to listen to how other people do it, because it's going to be different for everybody. It's like that whole,
Yes.
when children are really young and oh, that child's walking, and it's like, no, like, your child every child gets to that place at some point.
Yeah.
Why are we forcing our children because somebody else is everyone's in a rush? And it's like, well, no, actually, I love the fact that my daughter's still young and innocent, and like a 12-year-old child was back in my day. Actually,
Darling,
she's probably more innocent than I
I
was.
remember. Oh, well, hello. I was going to say, you don't
Maybe I'll
want to.
take
You
that
don't want
one
to know
back.
what I was
But
doing at 7 years
no, I
old.
know, I know.
My daughter
Yeah,
is
we won't,
10.
we won't talk about
No, we
that.
will off
Oh.
camera. Off camera. We will. My daughter is 10, and she'll still watch things on Nick Jr. with my 5-year-old son, and
Yeah,
loves it. Do you know what I
yeah.
mean? But at the same time, she'll tell you how to calibrate this, that, blah, 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 blah. I'm like,
My daughter, in her kind of education, she might be behind other children's levels and things like that. But like, if you really have a conversation with her, she won't forget that you hurt yourself a month ago, or where driving past somewhere, she'll know where someone lives, or she's very in tune with like people and how they're feeling and things like that. She's very in tune with that. Just because her counting isn't the same or whatever, everybody brings a different thing to life in general. We have our place in life. That's why we have some people that do some things, and some people are consultants, and some people work in a shop, or like everybody's got their own skill set. That's the whole point. Humans are all different. We're all individuals.
Thank you. Some of us don't know anything about geography. Some of us don't know anything about technical stuff. And it's fine. Okay. Thank you. We shouldn't all be the same, right? We shouldn't all be the same. It's about bringing each of us have something to offer the universe and humanity, as long as it's positive. Yeah,
exactly. Right? Exactly. And all I know is that my daughter is definitely going to be positive.
Oh,
and I'm happy with that. Yes. So, I'm excited for what her future is going to be. She's an innocent one, and no one's going to take advantage of her because I'm there.
Oh, Mama Bear in the place to be.
And I work out.
Oh, you do. You're a strong one. I'm not going to mess with you. Shoot. So now the moment is out. It's streaming now. We already have 33,000 downloads already. Where can people get it from? Like iTunes, all the sort of usual platforms?
All the usual. I'll send you the link as well. It's on everything: Spotify, Apple Music, everything. Good. Amazon. It's out there.
Okay.
Can't miss it.
And then people that want more and more and more of Sophia May, like what can we expect from you in the future, in the near future?
I've got, there's loads that's coming. I will send it to you, everything that comes. And obviously on this project, there's things sitting there that hasn't been picked up yet, and I'm sure some of it will. And there's loads coming. It's really weird to be back doing this. It's your calling. Cool.
It's your calling.
Do you know what? Every time I try and step away, something comes up. So I'm actually believing that might be the case.
What's the famous line in, I don't know, who is it that says it? Oh, every time I try to step out, they pull me back in. Isn't that Godfather? Al Pacino's character. Right? Draw a blank. What? No.
But it's true. Right? So I need to be doing this. I mean, I do a lot of library music. So I've got songs that are kind of going to be featuring on like Love Island, and had the one that was on the Snickers commercial and stuff like that. So I do that sort of stuff as well. In the background, I'm always doing something.
Okay,
people don't always know it's me.
Yeah, people don't really know, because people might be watching TV and not know. Okay, the Snickers commercial I knew about, and thank you for reminding me. But like, how do people, like, you just sit there and you're writing and then you just submit it to an agency and say, hey, here's another one of my fabulous songs, use it as you wish. Like, how?
Yeah, it's kind of through networking and working with different people, and I might just be asked to do something and then it be put through the my
Uh-oh.
Someone come in the door.
Uh-oh. Is there someone 12 years old or older?
Oh, no, it is older. It's my friend. She's come to support tonight.
Tell her to come and say hello.
Come and say hello.
Two for one.
All right, yeah, she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous.
Oh, with the stripy pants. Oh, hello. Stop right now. Oh my gosh, you look like a friend of mine from drama school, Nikki Ladanowski.
Like a little princess.
You are. With your nose ring. I like that. Now, that's the septum.
You.
That's the septum, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not picking my nose. I literally, oh my gosh. When did you have it done?
Last year.
And it still hurts now? No.
Very Bristolian, isn't she? Last year.
I don't know. What is the Bristol accent? I don't know what the Bristol accent is.
It's this one.
Okay. So introduce yourself. Tell me who you are, where you're from, and what you're doing tonight.
My name is Ellie Thorpe. I'm from Bristol, and tonight I'm just with Sophie.
She's a TikTok legend, this one. And I've known her since she was just a baby.
Okay, TikTok legend. Please give your name again, nice and clear, because I was just listening to
Ellie Thorpe. Ellie X Thorpe.
Ellie X Thorpe.
Thorpe. Is that the one?
Yeah, Thorpe. Oh my
gosh, I love R. I hear the R. I'm sorry. I'm obsessed with the accent. I love that. Okay, so you're TikTok. Okay, so are we doing a TikTok collaboration potentially, Miss Sophia May and Ellie
Yeah.
Ford,
It might be what we're working on
tonight?
Yeah, it is.
Ellie, do you have a glass of
doing.
champagne? Ellie needs a glass of champagne.
I have a glass of vodka and Coke.
Oh my gosh.
A little 12-year-old trouble has just walked into the room.
Oh, it's girls' night.
Can't come in like that, though,
Oh my
Bubs.
gosh. Oh my goodness.
Everyone, sorry, I didn't even mean to intrude. I
love
to see.
it. I bloody love it. I feel like I need to like stop the filming and then just be like, okay, let's pretend we're all in the same room. Yeah. Now we need to put some music on. We need to put on like, I can't help myself. What?
I think my daughter wants to say a quick hello. Is that possible?
Are you kidding me? Of course.
Could have brushed her hair, but we didn't know she was coming on.
No, brushing of the hair is not necessary. Hello, darling. How are you?
Good. Can you hear?
I know you're definitely supposed to be asleep, but it's Friday night and the weekend's here. You need to unwind. Where's the party? No.
Right, say good night then.
Night.
She's not going to bed. She's not going to bed. She's like, yeah, okay, bye.
Better go to bed.
Darling, I love.
No.
Oh, she's
Ready? I told you about that sass.
I love it. Sass it up, darling. Sass it up. Sass it up. Sass it up. Yeah. She's like, why is she singing all these old school tunes? Okay, bye, my darling. Goodbye. Have a great weekend.
Say
goodbye.
Oh my God.
I will see you later.
I love it. Darling, that is what life is about. In this, especially in these quarantine times, the fact that we can be talking. Technology, as much as I do not understand it, the fact that you are in Bristol, I'm in New York, and we're sitting here cheersing, chatting with your family and your friends.
Cheers an opportunity, and my drink's over there.
Go get it then.
You can get another one for sure. I know that bottle's going to be. Cheers!
Ready?
Cheers, my dears! Yes, thank you for tonight. You have totally made my night. I am like, I'm going to be stalking you and calling you. This is like totally started my night off in the right way. I am
good.
That's it. I'm sorry, I'm stuck to you now. I'm gonna be like, hey Sophia, how's it going? That's me texting. Hey, how are you?
That's fine.
How's it going?
I don't mind. It's nice to have a new person of fun in my life.
Right? Genuine human beings. The fact that, as we've got older, people drop off, right? They have to, because life.
I'm all about that. I'm all about networking, meeting new people and enjoying myself at the moment.
Live your life, baby. Please keep on doing what you're doing, and definitely keep me posted with what you're doing so that I can keep listening and also promoting as well, because I think you're fucking fantastic.
Oh, thank you. That's so kind. I've had a blast.
Me too.
I probably shouldn't drink too much more, but yeah, I've had a blast.
Are you driving anywhere tonight?
No.
Marvelous.
I actually, to be fair, I had one before this, and then one with you.
Yeah.
It's been lovely.
And
you don't often get to interview having a drink.
Exactly, and you've got one more to go, so just go and enjoy it.
Oh, well.
Yes. Cheers, my darling. Thank you. I cannot wait to hear everything that you're going to be doing, and to keep seeing you, and to hopefully meet you in person here in New York.
You will. It should have been this year, but never mind.
It's all right. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Exactly.
I
we were supposed to just stand still this year for whatever reason.
It's helped me look after myself for a minute. So it can't be a bad thing.
There you go.
Taking a positive.
Cheers.
Cheers to positivity.
Cheers, darling. Cheers to positivity.
Positivity.
Good night.
Good night.
See you again.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You take care.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Bye, darling. Bye.
Bye. Cheers to pies.
Cheers to life. Pies and chips.
Bye. Oh. And baked beans.
Yeah, baked beans. And not so crispy bacon. Fluffy bacon.
The night's over. can come over here. Don't wanna waste a lifetime playing this cat and mouse game. I think it's time we figure this out, 'cause I know you feel the same. Are you waiting for the moment? Are you waiting for this moment? Are you waiting for the right time? The right time, are you waiting for the moment? Well, don't let it pass you by. Are you waiting for the moment? Feeling so close and yet so far away, and I just don't know if you should go or should you stay. Don't wanna waste a lifetime playing this cat and mouse game.
Thank you again for tuning in to Living Out Loud with Loretta. If you enjoyed this podcast, please share it with a friend or several friends. Post a screenshot of this episode on your Instagram stories and tag me at Loretta Nakwacha. You can also watch this episode with a cold beverage on my YouTube channel. The link is posted below. Lastly, if you have the time, please leave a positive review on Apple Podcasts so that we can continue sharing stories, singing songs, and living our lives really out loud.